शुभाशुभफलैरेवं मोक्षसे कर्मबन्धनैः सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि.
You will thus be freed from the bondage of actions yielding good and evil results. Seeking union by the yoga of sannyasa, liberated, you shall come to me. So, first of all, in this verse, he's speaking of actions. In the previous verse, which we did yesterday, he spoke of devotion. So, actions, he's talking about actions binding you. When do actions bind you? When you are riding on desire. When you perform actions that are prompted, driven, dictated by desire only, unsupervised by the intellect, then you get bound. What is this bondage? When you perform desire-ridden actions, they result in creating more desires. And all of these desires bind you. Whereas the same activity can be performed not because you have a desire for it, you may have a desire for it, but you perform that action because your intellect tells you that it is appropriate to perform that action. Then what's happened is that you have opted out of this cycle of desire. So when you perform desire-ridden activity, it creates more desire, and then you're stuck with one more desire that you have to fulfill. So this way, existing desires get fulfilled without adding more to your desire portfolio. So, kamya karma binds you, niyatam karma frees you. One more reason why you should perform niyatam karma, obligatory duty. So, you need to perform actions that don't bind you. And then he says, when you get freed from actions yielding good and evil results. So what are these good and evil results? When you perform an action that is driven by a good desire, an unselfish desire, a desire to benefit humanity, a larger cause, even though it is positive, even though it's good, it's driven by desire, so it results in more desires. So this is good result. When you perform an action driven by a selfish desire, a desire that is meant to fulfill only your interests, self-centered, then it increases your desires, yes, but then it's selfish, so it has a bad result. So what must you perform? He uses the word sannyasa yoga. Now, the sannyasa yoga is a compound of two words with apparently opposite meanings, because sannyasa is renunciation, yoga is union. So how can renunciation and taking up go together? Yet it's true. When he says renounce good and bad motives by union with self, that's the only way. The only way that you can give up a desire is when you pick up a higher desire. The only way you can climb up a ladder from the lower rung to the higher rung is when one foot is on the lower rung, established in the lower rung, and the second foot goes up to the higher rung. Only when the second foot is firmly established in the higher rung can you let go of the lower rung. If you don't do this, you come crashing down. Similarly in life, and this is what we've done right through from childhood onwards. As a child, we had immense desires for toys. We were full of desires for toys. Now you're an adult. Do you have desires for toys? Nobody's answering. Do you have desires for the toys that you played with when you were a child? No. Did you at any time in your life take up this momentous decision that I'm going to renounce toys? No. Then how did it happen? You just grew to appreciate things that were far more fulfilling, far more gratifying than the toys. And once you grew to appreciate the higher, once you picked up a higher desire, let's say for a computer or a bicycle or whatever it is, then what happened to the lower desire for toys? It dropped by itself. So this is how you've grown from a child to an adult physically. But as physical adults, we are spiritual children because we are stuck with, as someone rightly said, toys at our level. So what are the toys? You want your name to appear in the papers. You want yourself to be covered in, CNBC. You want to get an award. You want an invitation to all these. And of course, you want to make a lot of money. So these are the toys that are captivating us. What he's saying is, the only way that you can gain freedom from these desires is when you pick up a higher desire. So, sannyasa, giving up of the lower, can happen only with yoga, union with the self, union with the higher, and the highest is Atman, self. So, detachment and attachment go together. So, when they speak of sannyasa and detachment, don't get scared, you don't have to give up anything. When they speak of sannyasa, they only mean pick up the higher. And it's a win-win situation because as you go to the higher, you can enjoy the lower also and you have access to the higher. But the way we are living life, we are stuck to the lower and have no access to the higher enjoyments. So actions, such actions don't bind you. And seeking union by the yoga of renunciation, you will gain liberation and you shall come to me. It's an assurance that he gives. 29.